doesn't look like it, but it was just hooning it down with rain not too long ago, and I'm just trying to catch a break in the clouds. So what I'm going to do today is quite exciting. I'm going to get these out, which are the peas. They haven't done anything. What is going on? So I'm going to take them out. There's no need for those to be in the greenhouse. It's just taking up space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the lettuce out, because a lot of these are getting eaten for some reason by all of the slugs. So I think these are ready to come out as well. I've bought some more lettuce. Now there's 10 in here that I'm going to put on. I'm going to have to see if I've got enough compost. Now we have bought some more compost, but I don't know if we'll have enough of these, because what I want to do is the peanuts, which need a really big space to be able to grow. So we're going to use quite a lot of compost to put those in big pots. So lots to do. So let's get into it. Remember earlier I said I was getting rid of these. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to empty these pots, because there shouldn't be anything in them, and use this as the base layer of compost for some of the peanuts. So it's always best to try and recycle where you can, and just to there we are, smush that about. Now we've got a very small base layer with all of those pots, and we've got rid of the rubbish as well. Right, now we've settled the pots up, we've got all of these to do. I say all of these, 2 of them. We've got the peanuts. This is Gardener's Kitchen for the taste of success. Pesticide-free peanuts. Now, in the UK, apparently it's really hard to grow peanuts, so this is the instructions. You can pause and read at your own leisure. I don't actually know where you get them, because the lady at the garden centre said these are pretty rare, and the first time that they've ever got them in. And I thought, well, as they're on the shelf, I want a piece of that action. So we picked up, how many did we get? 3 of them. So Amy's got 1 and I've got 2 of them. So give it a little squeeze, get it out of the pot, and I'll just break away some of the greenery at the top, because it's just a little bit damp and mossy at the top. But I'll just show you, before I plonk it in, what the peanut actually looks like. So the shell is literally just under the compost in there, and that has grown from a peanut. Now you need a really big pot, because they grow underground. I didn't know that. I thought they grew on a peanut tree. Anyway, so what you do, just move those out of the way. What you do is you just bring the compost in and around like you would any other plant, but you just want to leave enough space for the green to be able to breathe. That's all you're doing. And I'm just going to take out some of these lumps, break them up. Just do that, just like that. Nice and simple, really. And just to leave enough room around the edge. Now, I haven't compacted it, so we don't want any compact compost around it, otherwise it basically restricts all the roots underneath, and it's not going to grow otherwise. So you've got to be really careful with these. Again, another fun little experiment to try. Give it a little wobble. I'm going to put the label in there so we know that's the peanut. And that was done. Just going to do the same over here. Now this one's easier to spot that it is a peanut plant, because I'll show you. With this one, you can actually see the shell. It's here, and here is the peanut shell of where it's grown from. I'm just going to pull away some of this moss. And there we go, you can see exposed inside is a bit of the peanut, which is incredible. It literally is a little peanut plant. What I'm going to do is just going to take away some of this green stuff around the edge, like that, and I'm going to plonk that straight in the middle. I've made a little gap in the middle there. Just going to break some of this compost up around it, and there we have it. So again, I'm not compacting it. I don't want to do anything to it other than keep it loose. Because again, because the peanuts grow underground, they've got to establish a big root system underneath. And we've been told that if you restrict it too much, the peanuts won't be able to go any further than about, what's that, a couple of inches. So what we want it to do is similar to the potatoes. It's going to go all the way down here and then spread into a big peanut bush underneath the compost, and so hopefully fill this entire thing with peanut shells. And when you open them up, delicious peanuts. That's the theory anyway. But when has the theory ever gone right on this channel? Let's be honest. Right, peanut label in, pots out. I'm just going to give that a little water. Just going to give a very light sprinkle over the top. Nothing major. There we go. Because again, we don't want to compact all of the compost underneath by making it too wet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both of those pots in the greenhouse, because apparently they need a lot of warm circulated air, and that's going to be the only place that they get it, to just give them a bit of a chance to actually grow. But again, I'm not counting no chickens here. And here comes the thunder showers from above. Okay, I'm not going to be defeated by the rain. I'm going to continue inside the greenhouse. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the lettuce, which means taking these out. I think I said I've got 10 of these in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So I'm going to take these out, and look at this. This comes out so easy. Just pinch it out just like that. You've got all the roots inside as well, which is fantastic. And I'm just going to, I don't know if you've noticed, I've used the little strawberry pots again. I think it's silly not to use them. I'm just going to take a handful out, get the roots in, and then I'm just going to backfill, just like that, in and around the lettuce. Just like so. Just make sure it's comfy in there. Get all the good stuff in and around. Beautiful. And that is one little lettuce done. So what I was planning on doing was I'm going to plan on putting all of these ones into another trough. I've only got 2 troughs in the garden, and they're currently both in use. So what I was going to do is, once these have grown bigger in these little pots, I'm going to transplant them into and space them properly into the troughs that are currently being used. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this one as well. Look at that. The root systems are fantastic on these. Just going to scoop out a handful, plonk that in, and then backfill again. Beautifully done. And I've got a couple of pots of compost extra down here just to top them up. See, we just had a massive shower, massive rain shower. So I'm being a little bit cautious of how we get about doing this without getting all the equipment wet. So I'm going to scoop some of this out and put it in this pot. So I have filled these pots up already in preparation, but I've realised that I can't actually get any of the lettuce inside. So, wow, these are fantastic. And because these have already been watered, they got wet in the rain a moment ago, so I don't need to water them. I'm just going to backfill all of these and then just leave them to do their thing for a bit. Beautifully done. Now, the thing I found is that a lot of the lettuce are now being targeted by all the slugs in the garden. They seem to be getting into the greenhouse again. But if we look at some of my better ones, it hasn't actually deterred any of these from growing nicely. They've got a few leaves that have been eaten, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, the lettuce is a success. All right, now I'm just going to turn that around and do this side. And there we have it. 6 more done. Now I've got 4 more to do, and I'm going to put them in these little pots as well. So I'm going to put that to one side and then continue with these little 4. Now there we have it. The newly found lettuce is complete. Just spotted these. So these were the ones that my mum gave me. These are the tomatoes, but these are cherry tomatoes, and these will grow into like little bushes. Look at all of the trusses on the very ends of these. This is insane. They look so good. Maybe I underestimated how much was going to go on in this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of these bits and bobs tomorrow. So what I'm going to say is thanks for watching this episode, and hopefully catch you in the next episode. I'll see you over there. Delicious.